This topic is the eviction process and choosing legal counsel versus doing it yourself. So in the state of Utah, evictions are filed in the county district courts. If you're a registered entity with the state of Utah, meaning if you have a property management company or you're an LLC or a corporation, you are required to obtain an attorney to file an action in a district court. So that makes the process easy. However, if you're doing this on your own, some of the advantages of using an attorney are the following. First off, landlord attorneys have a familiarity with the process and the players, meaning the courts, the court clerks, constables, and process servers, and so that can really streamline your eviction process. They will also have a familiarity with the notices and what the courts look for to ensure that you have a successful eviction. Utah is a strict compliance state too, which means that the notices have to be strictly complied with Utah statute. And so landlord attorneys are going to be familiar with what the courts look for in those compliance issues and what opposing attorneys may be looking for as well. And they can help you avoid some of those pitfalls by ensuring that your notices are legitimate before proceeding with an eviction. Because landlord attorneys do this regularly as well, they can ensure a quicker speed and process to the eviction as well. So they're familiar with the laws and familiar with when hearings can and should be set to make sure that this goes as quickly as possible. They also have forms ready so that they can file them in a timely fashion, get process servers and constables ready to move to help you in that process as well. For those reasons and others, there may be a cost-effective benefit to using an attorney as well. Because attorneys can generally get an eviction done a lot quicker, you may save yourself a couple weeks, if not more, in the eviction process. If the average rent is $1,000 a month, and by using an attorney you're able to get your eviction done 2-3 weeks quicker, you may have saved yourself $500, $750 or more just in rental time in using an attorney. So depending on what any particular attorney may charge you to do an eviction, right there you may be able to see that you save yourself money just based on how quickly it's able to get done. There's also an emotional detachment that needs to be considered. You have history with your tenants that you're trying to evict. You may have done deals with them in the past, or you may be aware of their personal situations, and so there's some sort of vested interest that you have and you've developed a relationship with them. And so this is another way to detach from that and ensure that an eviction is done in a more business-like fashion. The courts are also just simply more acclimated to legal counsel. They're familiar with their pleadings. They're familiar with their forms. They're used to seeing these attorneys in their courtrooms and understand that when a landlord attorney files something, that it's been somewhat vetted at least, and that it's going to be a stronger case typically. And so oftentimes they'll get the benefit of the doubt that the process is going in the right direction with an attorney involved. So for these reasons and others, it's worthwhile to consider using an attorney for your eviction process. An eviction is a stressful time, and having to choose an attorney or choose whether to use an attorney can add to that stress. And so make the decision now. Look into it now and find out the benefits that it may present to you, and then when the time comes, you'll know whether you're ready to make that jump or not.